Thank you guys so much for coming tonight. This is a special evening for us.
Thank you for coming out, and welcome to the virtual presentation for the Ruby Dee Legacy of Sisterhood Scholarship. We're so excited to be here with you tonight. We usually have plans to do this face-to-face, in person with the winner that we have each year. But of course, COVID-19, the pandemic, did not allow us to do that this year. And so although we've already made personal presentations to this year's recipient, we still thought it would be worthwhile to spend some time with you guys, her friends, her family, her peers, all of those who love her, all of those who love us, and to just say congratulations formally to this year's most deserving winner.
Yes, I'm so excited. I hate that we could not be with you there in New York, Cameren, but we're just so excited about this evening. And we hope that you, I think you're going to be excited about the presentation. I am.
So without further ado, we're going to show you a small video presentation that's going to kind of walk you through a little bit about an anthology of sisterhood if you're not familiar with our project. It's going to walk you through some of our sponsors and donors. You'll then also be able to see last year's, or 2019's actually, recipient pass the torch to this year's recipient, and then we'll hear from her friends, family, colleagues, peers at the Juilliard School, and then we'll wrap it up with a nice bow. Stay after the video for a little while with us. We'll be back to see you, and we may have some little special surprises for the audience.
Yay.
See you in a little bit. Enjoy.
Right.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us to present our annual Ruby Dee Legacy of Sisterhood Scholarship. Proceeds from our book, An Anthology of Sisterhood, has allowed us to create this scholarship. The scholarship is for juniors, seniors, or graduate students pursuing a career in the fine arts.
Good evening and welcome. My name is L.D. Wells.
And I'm Francene Breakfield.
We are the authors of An Anthology of Sisterhood and the co-benefactors of the Ruby Dee Legacy of Sisterhood Scholarship. We're broadcasting today from the Russell Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, where their mantra is to inspire, educate, and accelerate. We're proud to be here at their location today. We're thankful to the president and CEO of this fine institution, Mr. James Bailey, and we wish them the best as they move forward in all that they have purposed for the city of Atlanta.
Today we are presenting our virtual scholarship presentation to a very special young lady. Our scholarship, the Ruby Dee Legacy of Sisterhood Scholarship, was inspired by the late, great Ruby Dee. She was an artist in her own right. The monies that were given to the scholarship came from proceeds of our book, An Anthology of Sisterhood. We want to thank all of our donors and all those who contributed to the scholarship over the years, and it's been a blessing for us to bless others, and as Sora Ruby Dee inspired us to do, pay it forward.
Membership in Delta Sigma Theta has its privileges. And as many of you may know, An Anthology of Sisterhood was authored by 22 women of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
At this time, we will have a dignitary salute of prestigious members of our beloved sorority.
Hi, Cameren. I am Pamela Lee, the North Georgia State Coordinator for Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I want to congratulate you for being selected as the recipient of the Ruby Dee Legacy of Sisterhood Scholarship. You are Black girl magic personified. You are an outstanding violinist, an exceptional student, and someone who gives back to the community through a nonprofit that you established. I can't think of anyone more deserving of this scholarship than you are. I'm so proud to have you representing the Southern region, which of course is where an anthology of sisterhood was born. This was a much-deserved scholarship, Cameren. Congratulations again. I know you have such a bright future ahead of you, and I cannot wait to see what you do next.
Hello, I am Sharon Owens, the president of the Douglas Carroll Paulding County's Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Incorporated, located in Douglasville, Georgia. On behalf of myself and the over 360 members, we would like to congratulate Ms. Cameren Williams for being this year's recipient of the Ruby Dee Legacy of Sisterhood Endowed Chair Scholarship. Congratulations.
Greetings and congratulations to you, Cameren Williams, winner of the Ruby Dee Legacy of Sisterhood Scholarship. I am Danette Battle, president of the Stone Mountain Lithonia Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Incorporated. And on behalf of my membership, I extend to you our sincerest and virtual congratulations on being a recipient of this most prestigious Scholarship Merit Award. We wish you well in all future endeavors and hope that you will keep in touch. Let us know how you're doing. But again, congratulations, and we wish you well during the coming year.
And now you will hear from our sponsors, DREF, the Delta Research and Educational Foundation, and Deborah Peaks Coleman, who is the steward of our funds and assists us with the application process.
I'm Deborah Peaks Coleman, Director of Programs at the Delta Research and Educational Foundation, and I am so pleased and excited to congratulate Cameren Williams as this year's recipient of the Ruby Dee Legacy Sisterhood Scholarship. It is so wonderful that we are able to support her education as a student at the Juilliard School in New York City, as well it is a double pleasure to uphold the legacy of our dynamic sister, Ruby Dee. Ruby Dee was an extraordinary artist, and she was a committed Delta. So we are so pleased that at the Delta Foundation, we are helping to keep her legacy alive while preparing a young artist for her future career. Congratulations, Cameren.
It is through our partnership with the Delta Research and Education Foundation, as well as the active participation of the D. Davis family and the D. Davis Foundation, that we're able to make this possible. We thank them for their time, their effort, and their generosity of spirit that works alongside us to achieve this goal. And now, join us for a quick journey and look back at all of the different events and milestones that brought us to today's presentation. a great privilege and honor to present to you the Dee Davis family, the direct descendants of Soror Ruby Dee. They will be presenting to us tonight on the importance of educational, artistic, and musical impact to the local and global community at large. And we thank them for their partnership in the forwarding of this scholarship.
Hi, Cameren. We are so excited to present you with this award. Our family is a huge supporter and advocate for this scholarship, obviously. And just reading through some of your application, we talked a little bit about just our moments of and times of second guessing ourselves and how we might fit in to the world. And we always can find a place within the arts. Our grandmother could always find her place to fit in through the arts. And so you are someone that we knew that our grandmother would admire and be so inspired by. And actually not many people know, but our grandmother was a violinist as a girl. So you have surpassed her wildest dreams. You are so talented, and we're so excited to be a part of this big win with you. Right, Isana?
Absolutely.
So, and I know we wanted to share just a few memories with you about the best times and exciting things about our experiences with our grandmother that we could share with you. So, Isana, do you have any special memories?
Yes, Grandma always stressed the importance of education and arts as a foundation for activism. Some of our fondest memories as children growing up was going to the theater and to museums, to libraries. She would take us to see ballets and orchestras, and schools, and visit students in the arts, and overall she stressed creative learning. So Cameren, you have inspired Imani and I and the Dee Davis family, and we hope that you take this honor with you and shine a light and continue on your unconventional path. Congratulations on this prestigious honor.
At this time, you will hear from our inaugural winner, Ms. Tamia Anderson, a recent graduate of Howard University. She will be passing the torch.
As a Black woman trailblazing new spaces in the arts, the Ruby Dee Legacy Scholarship has provided community that supports me and uplifts me as I continue to matriculate in my artistry. When I was in my last year at Howard University, I really needed the support financially to continue my artistry, and they provided that for me. I now have a community of women that support me, that check on me, that attend my shows, that truly love on me, and have become mentors to me. I am so grateful that this scholarship didn't end with the handing off of a check. They gave me a lifetime of support, of love, of welcoming into their arms and who they are as people, and I'm so grateful for that. Thank you to the family of Ruby Dee and to the ladies of the Delta Research Education Foundation, and it is my honor to congratulate Cameren Williams as I pass the torch to her. Congratulations, Cameren. Continue to shake the room with your artistry.
Congratulations to Cameren Williams, 2020 recipient
of the Ruby Dee
Legacy of Sisterhood Scholarship.
Hi, my name is Cameren Williams. I'm in my third year of undergraduate studies at the Juilliard School studying viola performance, and I'm the 2020 recipient of the Ruby Dee Legacy of Sisterhood Award. I'm so honored and blessed to have received this award this year, and I just want to take time to thank my family, especially my mom and dad, who have supported me in absolutely everything I've put my mind to. My teacher, Professor Carol Rowland, who is incredibly empathetic and who I've just learned so much from in the past 2.5 years. the Sphinx organization for their continued interest and incredible support with my foundation, Cameren Strings, and Miss L.D. Wells, Dr. Breakfield, and the family of Ruby Dee. Not only would I like to thank you for this scholarship, but I just want to thank you for your investment in me as a person, as a musician, and as an entrepreneur with my foundation, Cameren Strings. I started Cameren Strings when I was 14, and I'm currently 20, and the mission of the foundation is to make music more accessible to young string students. We do this by repairing and donating instruments to individual students, elementary schools, and after-school programs within the South Florida area. We provide resources to students and families such as instruments, teachers, lessons, and anything else they may need. And we've also recently come out with a book, Kinderlute, A Young Musician's Guide to Taking Care of String Instruments, that goes through the basics that every first-time string player, parent, or music teacher may need to know about taking care of a string instrument. To show my immense gratitude, I would like to play a piece. I'm going to be playing the Gigue from Bach's First Cello Suite in G major, transcribed for viola. And not only do I love playing this piece, but it's just such a joyous and ecstatic and vibrant movement of Bach, and I think it's just so perfect for this occasion. So again, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the Gigue from Bach's First Cello Suite.
At this time, you will hear a congratulatory salute from the Juilliard School
And from the friends, family, and peers of Cameren Williams.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Carol Rodland, and I am professor of viola at the Juilliard School in New York City. It gives me great pleasure to congratulate Cameren Williams on being the 2020 winner of the Ruby Dee Legacy of Sisterhood Award. Congratulations, Cami. Cami is a third-year undergraduate in my studio at Juilliard, and she's such an inspiration to all of us in the studio. She plays beautifully. She's a wonderful and supportive colleague to her classmates, truly a model citizen. She also really inspires us with her passion for social justice and for her entrepreneurial skills. I especially love her Kinderlute book, a wonderful project she did together with her siblings to help young string players learn about the care and feeding of stringed instruments. And of course, her foundation combines her passion for social justice with her entrepreneurial skills in helping students to have access to instruments. I know she will have a wonderful professional career because, yes, she plays the viola beautifully, but also because she is a leader in every way. Congratulations again, Cami. We're so happy for you.
Hello, my name is Fadwa Hayes, and I'm the Associate Director for Music Admissions at the Juilliard School. I first met Cami while at a recruitment event at Dreyfus in Florida while she was still in high school. My colleague and I gave a presentation to a select number of students in the library at Dreyfus. While Cami didn't talk extensively, she stood out to me, particularly for the insightfulness and the thoughtfulness of her questions. And as I would learn later from Cami, sometimes it's the ones who are the quietest who make the loudest impact. She has shown herself to be an accomplished violist. However, she's not just content to be known for her artistry, her phrasing, and her technique, but giving back to the community is just as important for her. From her creation of Camenen strings, she works to repair instruments to give back to children within her community in South Florida. Her drive to give back and uplift those who have a passion for music is truly inspiring to me. In addition, with her published book, which is called Kinderlute, written alongside her siblings, she has worked to show young musicians how to properly care for their instruments. She has received numerous awards and accolades for her work in the community, as well as her artistry as a violist, amongst which includes awards from the Sphinx Foundation, the Sarasota Artist Series, and now the recipient of the Ruby Dee Legacy of Sisterhood Award. I salute you. I admire you. And from one sister to another, I congratulate you, Cameren Williams.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Afa Dworkin, and I serve as President and Artistic Director for the Sphinx Organization. It is my honor and pleasure to congratulate Cameren Williams on the great honor of receiving the Ruby Dee Legacy of Sisterhood Award. What a tremendous honor it is. I've had the great pleasure of knowing Cameren when she was still a student at the Sphinx Performance Academy, and then onward she became an alumna and a winner of one of the more prestigious awards at Sphinx that we have, which honors the creativity and talent of young cultural entrepreneurs. She's such an incredible artist, a woman, and a leader, and I can't wait to witness and be there for the incredible success that still awaits her. Congratulations again, Cameren.
Greetings. My name is Erica Locke Williams, and I am the mother of Cameren Anae Williams, the 2020 recipient of the Ruby Dee Legacy of Sisterhood Scholarship. On behalf of her family, we would like to congratulate Cameren on such a prestigious award which honors one of the great artists, philanthropists, and leaders in American history. Cameren is a nurturer, a leader, an awesome big sister to her sister Music and her brother EJ. Her father, Eusebius, and I are so very proud of her and all of her accomplishments, as well as making her passion of playing the viola the window to her soul. Cameren has also found a path to combining her passion of music with her passion of philanthropy through the foundation that she started when she was 14 years old, the Cameren Strings Foundation. We are so proud of our Cameren and would like to thank Ms. Wells, Dr. Breakfield, the Delta Research and Educational Foundation, as well as the family of Ruby Dee for selecting Cameren.
First off, I want to start off by saying congratulations to someone who is not just my most favorite book author in the whole wide world, and not just my favorite string instruments player in the whole wide world, but also someone that I've come to know and love as my goddaughter, Miss Cameren Anae Williams. You know, I remember seeing Cameren from a very young age. She was probably less than a month old, and I looked in her eyes and I knew that there was something special about her. It's very seldom in our life that we get a chance to meet someone that we know almost immediately that there's something that is just different, something special, something wonderful about this person. And that's the feeling that I got about Cameren the first day that I looked at her and held her in my arms. I can tell you that I've watched her grow as an elementary school kid, as a middle school kid, as a high school kid, and now as a scholar in one of the most prestigious schools of art in the whole wide world, known to us as Juilliard. Cameren, I can tell you that on a daily basis, I think about all of the things that you've done, the places that you've been and traveled, the places where you've performed and touched people's lives, whether it's children to adults, and it makes me say, wow. It's because of this that I know that the Ruby Dee Legacy Scholarship is the perfect honor for someone such as yourself who touches lives and uses your gift of art and of music to give back to others and to inspire others. Even old folks such as myself are inspired by the beauty of your work, the beauty of your person, the beauty of who you are, which is a musician. The arts is a way of displaying to the world just how great this world can be and the humanity of this world. And let me tell you, kid, you are a perfect example of what art is. And all I can say when I look at you and think about you is wow. And I'm looking forward to years upon years of looking back on the accomplishments, the achievements of Miss Cameren Williams and saying, hey, wow. Listen, I love you. This is a great honor. This is a time to celebrate not just the great Ruby Dee for the legacy that she's left through the scholarship, but for all of the other young individuals such as yourself that are going to continue to inspire the world. And again, I just want to say I love you. I wish you the best. And I know that you're going to continue to make not just me, but others say wow. Love, your goddad, Greg.
At this time, we would like to thank you so much for joining us this evening for this very special occasion. Also, thank you for contributing throughout the years and supporting our labor of love.
Special thanks to our sponsors and donors who've made all of this possible. We thank you to, first and foremost, the D. Davis family for your continued efforts in this regard. Thank you to DREF, the Delta Research and Education Foundation, which houses the scholarship and makes sure that we receive the information we need to make a viable selection, which we've done so for the last 2 years, and we're grateful. Thank you also to the participants on today's program. Thank you for saluting Cameren Williams, this year's 2020 recipient of the Ruby Dee Legacy of Sisterhood Scholarship. Thank you and God bless.
And remember, sisterhood is essential.
Good night.
And we will definitely have a copy of that for you.
Well, we promised you some surprises. So for those of you who stuck around with us, thank you so much for doing so. Make sure that you are in your own individual way following these wonderful, artistic, talented young people on their social media handles. We'll make that available to you in the Facebook as well as in the Zoom that we'll send out. Follow them, sharing their accomplishments. Let's watch them become even greater. They're already great, but let's watch them become even greater than they are today. We're just so excited to be a part of recognizing this amazing, amazing thing that's going on in each of their lives. Cameren? I see you, Cammy. Hi, Cammy. Would you like to say something? We can unmute. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna. Cameren is here tonight. Yes.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
I just want to say thank you so much to Ms. Wells and Ms. Breakfield and for everyone just being here. I mean, this is just so amazing and so beautiful. And yeah, just thank you so much for everything. And thank you everyone for being here. And thank you. Yeah, I just at a loss for words. I'm just overwhelmed with joy right now. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Thank you for your amazing talent.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes. And I just enjoyed hearing your professors and your mom and godfather and your family and friends. Just they are so proud of you, just as we are. So keep doing it, girl. That black girl magic.
I think Mom and Dad maybe are on as well. Would you guys like to say hi? We know it takes a village.
Yes. There's Mom. Hold on. You're muted. Okay.
Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
And thank you. Thank you so much for selecting Cameren for this prestigious award. You know, we are overwhelmed, and of course we are very proud of Cameren's accomplishments, and we continue to encourage her to stay the course and stay God's path. And although we might not know where he's leading us, but just to guide, just to follow his lead, and success will come. Just in case you didn't know, I know her grandparents in Tallahassee are on this call. Her aunt, our Sarah Phyllis Wadley, is on out of Ohio. My sister, Cameron's aunt, who she calls Mommy Sot, is on as well. Lena, Cameron's dad, my husband, he's on the other side of the house, so he can see it in his own space. He's on. My brother, Wendell Locke, and Sarah Cheryl, that's my sister-in-law, they're on. Cameron's auntie Stephanie out of Atlanta is on. Cameron's auntie Stacy, that's who she calls when she can't reach me. Auntie Stacy, and of course Goddaddy Greg. So her whole village is on. Her sister is over here, Wave Music. Her sister, who is also the co-author of the book, Kinderloot, and her little brother, he's 8, so he's disappeared, but he's here. He's been in and out. But again, and I have a Sarah Sharice Robinson, that she's with the West Palm Beach Alumni chapter, as well as I shared it on Facebook. So all of my Facebook friends are watching. And again, we'd like to thank you, for selecting her for this prestigious award. And just keep watch on Cameren. Who knows what else she has going on. But I am the cheerleader. And Kinderloot, her book has just gone global. It has been translated into 6 languages, and it just went on. It was published last week, and it's on Amazon.
Wow. So put that in the chat for us so that we can support her.
Okay, I will do. Thank you.
So our audio and videographer is here. He's one of your family Rattler brothers, so he's doing the little
And let's shout out to him. Thank you, Mike McGowan is his name, for the incredible work that you've done to put this package together for us. We would not have been able to do this without you, and so we're going to make sure that we present your information to folks as well so that they can support you if you have videography needs. Or you're a Rattler, or any of those things. Mike McGowan is your guy.
We'll definitely make sure to post the video, and it was awesome. So we do have some surprises.
We do.
So we have some gift cards we want to give away. We just want to say thank you, guys. I want to say the first person that logged on was Jenna Love. Yes, Jenna Love. I don't know if Jenna is still on. Let me see. I'm sorry. I'm going to look and see if she's still on. Oh, was it Joseph Love? I see a Joseph Love. It's J Love. Okay. So you're the winner of a gift card, Joseph Love.
Thank you for signing in early and supporting Cameren.
Okay. And so who else do we want to give the gift card? How are we going to give this away? We have 3 to give away.
So we will take this back kind of to our little quarters where we are and take a look at some of the timestamps and that kind of thing. And we'll be reaching out to you. We do have your email if you logged on to or registered for the event. So that was one of the ways that we wanted to identify you. If you did register by Eventbrite, rather than just simply logging on to the Facebook Live, we do have your information. We'll be looking at your timestamps from Zoom, and there are 2 more awards that will come out as a surprise to you guys.
Just a little something to say thank you, just a little Starbucks, But thank you so much for logging in, and I don't, do I have anything else? Do we have anything else?
I think that does it. You guys feel full tonight? Are we happy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's our champagne toast.
Yeah, it's gotten silly. But ways to support, please be mindful of DREF, which is the Delta Research and Education Foundation. They house this particular scholarship, the Ruby Dee Legacy of Sisterhood Scholarship, as well as other really prominent and prestigious awards for students at the collegiate level and other levels as well. And so donations towards DREF would always go to things that are near and dear to our heart, which is furthering the education of a student, whether it's in the art or some other sector. And they can be reached at deltafoundation.net. If you're wondering kind of how this worked and how we came to Cameren as the winner, we'll tell you a little bit about that process. Fran and I work with DREF to have our award posted on their website each year. And then collegiates who are between junior, senior, and graduate school are allowed to apply. We really wanted to hone in on those students who aren't always the likely targets for money. Freshmen, folks coming straight out of high school, there's a huge pool, but then when you're really trying to finish towards the end of your collegiate career, or once you're in graduate studies, there's no funding there, or there's very little of that kind unless it's a fellowship or something. And so we really wanted to target that audience, and then we wanted to target also folks who were in the arts. And so we worked with the D. Davis family. You saw and heard from some of them in the clip tonight too. Thank you so much to them for just latching on and supporting this work. Their mother, and our soror, Ruby Dee, did the foreword for our book. And we asked her, Bernie?
We asked her, how could we ever repay you for your generosity? And she said, pay it forward. So that's what we did. So the proceeds from this book have allowed us to start this scholarship.
And pay it forward.
Yes, and pay it forward.
And so the way that it works is DREF houses the scholarship. They announce it every year. It's on their website. It's up right now. And then they collect all of the applications that come in. They synthesize those for us, and then they send us typically around the top 7, 8, no more than 10. I think 10 is where we cut off, top 10. And then Fran and I take a look at those candidates, and we forward what we consider the top 3 to the D. Davis family. And then each year we just wanted to make sure they had the honor of selecting the winner. And so for the last 2 years, they chose Howard University dance major. You heard from her in tonight's clip. Tamia Anderson. And then tonight we're honoring Cameren Williams, who is a music major at the Juilliard School.
I was impressed that, her granddaughter said that Ruby Dee was a violin player. I was like, oh, I didn't know that.
Did not know that.
But I know she's looking down in heaven and just from heaven and just like, oh my gosh. So she is proud of you as well, I know. So, but that is our program, and we will hopefully one day get to meet you once the corona is over, to meet you and give you a hug, face to face. If you're coming through Georgia, or if we'll come down to Florida or whatever, we're going to hug your neck, okay?
Absolutely. And don't forget to support an anthology of sisterhood.
Yeah, shout out to Lena. Hey, Lena.
Hi, Lena. Lena's here in Atlanta with us. You can follow us on all social media platforms at An Anthology Of. And of course, our books are available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, all the major outlets. Supporting our effort and following us, supporting, sharing what we're doing means that more students will have this honor. So we look forward to hearing from you and your support. Cameren, good night. Take good care and keep doing great things.
All right.
Good night.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
Need some outro music.
Electric lady.